So I wanted to share a few of our travel learnings with you. The first of which is I have used packing cubes for quite some time. Just your traditional various size. I have some big ones. This is kind of the medium one. I have some smaller ones as well to just kind of organize things. I find it great to be able to know all my shorts or these outfits are grouped together in different cubes, and the cubes go in. It's a great way to keep things nice and orderly in your suitcase, especially if you're someone who doesn't particularly care to hang things in hotels. I'm not a hanger. I keep everything in my suitcase where I know where it is. That's what works for me. If you hang things up, more power to you, 2 thumbs up, but that's just not how I plan. But we decided to try, in addition to the traditional cubes, some compression cubes that have an additional layer of zip to them. And what I have found is it does, and we'll show you the zipping on it, it does go ahead and condense down and give you a little bit more space. Now, it is not taking it from something like this and really making it like this. It is just a very small amount of space, but it tucks it down just enough to show you where those extra nooks and crannies are that you can fill in then with a rolled scarf or an additional item off to the side to give you those crevices. So both packing cubes, the compression as well as the non-compression, are great travel organizers, and there's a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes just based on what your needs are. So like many of us, we have been using the quart size Ziploc bags for our carry-on toiletries. About a year ago, I decided to invest in a zip case that was tagged as TSA approved and of that quart size bag. It has been on planes, trains, automobiles, domestic and international at this point over the last year and a half. Have had great success with it. My recommendation is don't stuff it full so that it looks like it's overly stuffed. But if you can keep it down to those essential items, it is a perfect way to have your toiletries that are the liquids all grouped together. Anyway, you can take advantage of the paste items. So for example, I don't need to put my deodorant, which is a paste, in here. It just happens to fit for this trip. Have those dry things that are not liquid in your separate bag or a container, but a great way to hold those liquids on your carry-ons. If you haven't had it happen, you are very lucky, but most of us have had it happen at least once, that our liquids, be it a carry-on or even in our checked baggage, have leaked all over everything, and then you have shampoo, perfume, or whatever the item may be, smell on and residual on your clothes. So I decided to give a try out to these topper covers. It's kind of like a balloon type material, not terribly expensive, but it goes right over the top of your liquids. I've been using them for two or three trips so far, both on planes, trains, and automobiles. Again, no challenges on the airplane as far as leakage or anything coming through. They fit fairly tight. This happens to be a travel size item. I also just recently put it on a larger sunscreen bottle that was almost twice the size in diameter. So it fits nicely on the various types of materials and then very easily goes into your carry-on bag or your medicine case within your luggage. Then at the end, you just take it on and off. I have not had any leaks, dribbles, or anything that I have needed to wash out as of yet, but an easy slip-on of item. This was definitely a great investment, so much so that after using it the first time, I went ahead and bought some additional ones so that I could have additional items covered and just guarantee that they don't leak onto other stuff. Or at worst case scenario, your makeup bag or your medicine bag doesn't have a bunch of glummy stuff in the bottom. So highly recommend these little toppers, if you will. So occasionally I do a solo trip, and I've had people be concerned about my safety on those solo trips. So one item that I decided to invest in after doing a little bit of research online was a door locker. I attempted to use this door locker here at the house, which I was able to get it in and working just fine. And then took it on a recent trip in which we stayed in a couple different hotel rooms, and the industrial door plates they were using in those particular hotel rooms did not work with this locker. I tried every which way. The directions said, even creative thoughts of how to try to get in there, couldn't get it to work. So jury's still out on this. If you've used it and it works great for you, would love to hear about that. I can't recommend it just yet until I figure out how to get it to work on most doors. But it's a great little contraption that if it does work correctly, it's just one more of those levels of deterrent of someone opening your door on you. So it is a little slide it in, hook it on the door type concept. But again, I couldn't get it to work on the doors that I was at on recent hotel rooms, only on our door here at the house.